us. Come on here. If you still sliding backwards since the baby, you better make sure you in. Come on here, because a lot of this stuff we call backsliding is never slid up. So I love this because he settles my eternal condition, and then he comes back and starts talking to me about how I am to live in the earth as a believer. And this is important because once I'm saved, I have the unique responsibility as commissioned by God to be the light of the world. Yeah, I gotta mind how I live and what I do and how I carry myself, and I can't be sloppy. I've got to make sure that I'm representing him not only in my profession, but I'm representing him in my practice. So this is good here because Paul, he then moves from the future and he goes into verses 12 and 13, and he urges them as believers. First of all, in 12 and 13, he urges them, recognize your Christian leaders. Don't forget those that labor among you and who are over you in the Lord. He says, you don't give them a hard time. He says, esteem them highly. They already got enough devils fighting them if they're preaching right. So he says, highly esteem them in love for their service. It's a labor. And then he says, and then here he says, be at peace among yourselves. Don't be squabbling. Don't be fighting and being contentious and divided. And then he goes forward and then he talks to the saints. He says, warn the unruly. Come on, that there are those that are out of order. It's a military term, a soldier who breaks rank. Come on, one that tries to get off and do his own thing. Come on, because you know there's some people that can obey order everywhere till it come to church. Come on, and then when it comes to the house of God, they ain't like, amen, praise God, because it's the church. You all let them run loose and wild and do everything. Hallelujah. They pull stuff in church. They never pull on their job. They don't stay away from the machine a year and then come back on it. They only do that in church. But he said, warn the unruly. You got to let folk know that God's got a standard. Oh, come on here. And then he says, then you got to learn how to comfort the faint-hearted. That there are those who are going through seasons and they are timid and they're faint-hearted and they need somebody to come up under them and undergird them and encourage them. And then he says, uphold the weak, helping those who are weakened by warfare and who need help in regaining their strength. Come on, because God is not just asking you to carry somebody, he's asking you to help them to walk with them until their legs again are re-strengthened. Come on, because in this life, you are not live looking for folk to carry you. Come on here, only God can do that. Then he says, be patient with all people. Do your best to love all of them and render unto no man evil for evil. Come on, don't seek revenge. Don't be walking around talking, I'm going to get her. She don't know, but I'm going to get her. Get all of that out of your heart. And then he says, rejoice always. Always pursue what is good for yourselves and the common good. Come on here. And then he says, pray without ceasing. Come on now, you know you gotta work.